Seeing Jim. Jim, are you awake? I want to read you something. Carol looked over at her husband, and although his eyes remained closed, the brief movement of his head indicated that he was listening. So she continued. Small cottage on lakefront, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, half-acre property with fruit trees. She raised her head to glance at him. It sounds just like what we always wanted. Just think. In the summer you can fish, and I can take care of the garden, and in the fall we can pick apples and pears and... But there she stopped because her husband's steady breathing and almost imperceptible snore told her he had fallen asleep. He'd been sleeping a lot these past few weeks. Carol had hoped that the last surgery would make him stronger, more alert, more aware, even though the surgeon had advised her repeatedly against such unfounded optimism. Right now, he had told her bluntly last week, while Jim was in the recovery room, our goal is just to get him back to the nursing home. But Carol wanted more than that, and at first, the operation did seem to have made a difference. Once his oxygen levels had improved to the point where all he needed was the nasal cannula rather than the face mask, he was discharged back to the care facility. As for his appetite, some days he even ate almost half of his meals, Carol carefully documenting what and how much he consumed. Each change became another step to what she viewed as Jim's journey back to their home, even though, when she broached the idea, the nursing home doctor shook his head. He requires more than you can provide, unless you have round-the-clock nursing care. It's better if he stays here so he can get the kind of medical attention he needs. Reluctantly, Carol had agreed, thinking to herself, only for now. She was sure that in another few weeks, at worst, a few months, Jim would have regained enough strength and energy so she could bring him back to their house. And then, after a little more time, they could even go for drives out to the country as they used to.